Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We thank God our Father for blessing these student athletes from Archbishop Carroll and Archbishop Ryan with their gifts and talents. We strive to uphold Christian and gospel values in all that we do. May Almighty God bless our competition, children, coaches, officials, and all here present. We ask this in Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Now for today's starting lineup, Archbishop Ryan and the 13-week Aaron Number 3, Dominic Vasquez. Number 12, Christian Moscow. Number 10, Luke Boyd. And number 13, James Sneed. Archbishop Carroll, number 5, David Carter. Number 3, Tyler Stewart. Number 2, Chase Cole. Number 0, Moses Hicks. And number 25, Anquan Hill. Today's officials are Joseph Rogan, John Caputo, and Aaron R. Let's have everyone.
All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a PCL battle between the Raiders of Archbishop Ryan and your Patriots of Archbishop Carroll. It's Tommy Anderson alongside Andrew Renato with the Carroll live stream team, and we've got a good one on hand tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, as Carroll could effectively end Ryan's title hopes with an upset win today, Andrew.
Yeah, Tommy, Ryan, one of the better teams in the PCL, coming in with a very strong starting core that includes Christian Tomasco, last year's leading Catholic League scorer, Aaron Lemon Warren, along with a bunch of upperclassmen who are very good. Tommy, this Ryan team, I believe, 7-2. Tough loss last Friday night to Roman Catholic, but a very formidable opponent for the Patriots today. But one last ride for the seniors in this building. And when I was talking to them about this weekend and this week, they really want to go out with a bang, Tommy. And these guys really understand the importance of this game and what it means for them going forward and really their legacy here, Tommy.
Absolutely right, Andrew. Now our starters for this afternoon's contest for Ryan are Aaron Lemon Warren, Christian Tomasco, Don Vasquez, Luke Boyd, and Jalen Sneed. And for Carroll, we have Tyler Seward, Caleb Carter, Anquan Hill, Moses Hips, and Chase Coleman. As the players meet with their coaches once again, not sure what the momentary delay is here.
Yeah,
it looks like we're having a little scoreboard issue, actually.
Yeah, Tommy, the players are going to go meet with their coaches. It looks like one of our officials is over at the scorer's table. They've been having a scoreboard issue in the pregame, and the camera wasn't on it during the national anthem and stuff, but we were having an issue then, hoping to get this resolved and get to basketball as soon as possible, but we will certainly see, Tommy.
Looks like they're getting it underway, so we should be going in just a moment here.
Tommy, big news out of the freshman camp here at Archbishop Carroll this week. Moses Hips receiving a Division I offer from LaSalle. I mean, Moses, I think, has impressed most of us here at Carroll, most of the PCL. I mean, he's definitely put a lot of the Catholic League on watch, and a freshman guard who can really develop into someone who can be a star in this league for many years going forward. I mean, Tommy, 6'3" as a freshman. I mean, as we've seen all year long, he can shoot it from all over the place. And I mean, a class of 2024 already receiving Division I offers is, Tommy, that's pretty good stuff.
You could make the argument that Moses Hips has been the most impressive freshman this entire year that we've seen across the Catholic League. There has been some good ones. You have Rob Wright at Newman Goretti, Toby Njuku at Roman's been getting some good minutes. But Moses Hips, he's had multiple 20-point games this year. Quite an outstanding young player, and definitely someone who's going to develop in Coach Bo's system, along with freshman Chase Coleman as well, who has impressed.
Right, Tommy, both these guys has impressed, and I think you make the case Moses Hips is the freshman of the year in the PCL. You mentioned some of these guys, Rob Wright being one at Newman Goretti, who I know impressed both of us in just limited minutes. But Moses, I think, takes the cake because he has been a super impact for this team. I mean, coming into the Catholic League as a freshman, starting, playing good minutes. I mean, Moses, 3+ 20-point games. I mean, he put up 21 in the bout against Archbishop Wood earlier in the week, and I mean, impressed both of us then, but has definitely shown us this year that, look, he's for real. And him and Chase, guys like Dean coming back next year, I mean, this is a backcourt that can be built for the future here at Archbishop Carroll and to compete in the Catholic League for years to come, as it looks like we're about ready to get underway.
Still looks like there's no fouls on the scoreboard, but we'll do our best to keep track of that for you anyway, as we are about to get underway with Archbishop Ryan and the Patriots of Archbishop Carroll. It's going to be Tomasco and Hill here in the jump. Got a good 32 minutes of basketball ahead of you here today. Tomasco's going to win that. And it'll be Luke Boyd bringing it up.
Tommy, Tomasco, Anquan Hill, matchup of the day for me.
Definitely be something to keep an eye on, as there is Aaron Lemon Warren to Vasquez.
Tommy, Lemon Warren had missed some time earlier in the season with a knee injury. You see him wearing that brace. It was definitely working out pregame, but he looks good to go.
Reason Wayne stops, gets it to Tomasco, then Vasquez in the corner. Good look for a three. Well short, and Caleb Carter comes down with the rebound. He's pushing the other way. It's going to be Tyler Seward into the lane, going up. His shot is blocked by Tomasco, and it's going to be Boyd the other way. Good recovery there from Christian Tomasco to block Tyler Seward.
Yeah, Tommy, good find by Caleb there. Tyler Seward, a nice block by Tomasco in the lane there.
And there goes Hill and Tomasco. Going to work once again, kicks it to Boyd, top of the key. Vasquez stuck with it. Tomasco driving in and laying in two. Nice find there, as Tomasco cut to the basket for his first bucket. Ryan leads this one 2-0. Hips on the wing now. Hill and Tomasco will do battle on this end of the floor. Hill going up. Contact, no foul. And here comes Jalen Sneed.
Tommy, nice convergence by Hill and Carter both there, as Hill goes the other way off the missed three-pointer.
There is Hips now into the lane. Tyler Seward cutting. Reverse layup, no good. And it'll be Sneed now into the lane. Kicks it to Aaron Lemon Warren, who lays up and in for two. Carroll's got to keep an eye on him at all times. I mentioned earlier the leading scorer last year in the PCL before he went down with that broken foot. Aaron Lemon Warren is the go-to guy, though, for the Raiders of Roman, as Moses Hips lines up a three. He's fouled. That was going to be on Vasquez, so it'll be his first. Moses Hips will go to the line to shoot three. You definitely think that Ryan must have been watching that film on Carroll and Moses Hips, knowing that he will shoot it whenever he's open and makes it with regularity. He will go to the line to shoot three, ending next on the first.
Tommy Hips, a guy who shoots over 40% from the yard, and with some of the places that he makes it from, that's extraordinarily impressive. And impressing a lot of people in the Catholic League and coaches, Division I college coaches all throughout the city. A guy who's just going to blossom into a star here at Archbishop Carroll. Does he make all three?
Nice free throws there from the freshman, who's averaging just under 12 points a game. To go along with that 34% from the three-point line, Carroll's best three-point shooter. Lemon Warren now. Vasquez has a good look for three. Got it. Don Vasquez gets on the board. Missed one earlier, but he connects for this one. Ryan back up 4. Hill now underneath, spinning on Tomasco, lays it up. No call again. Hill gets his own miss, lays it up and in, this time plus the foul. Anquan Hill was frustrated earlier, no calls coming his way as he thought he was hit by Tomasco multiple times on these last few possessions. No foul there. He finally gets his own miss on the third chance here, gets it to go, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Well, Tommy, the old adage of third time's a charm seems to be right for Hill there. Grabs his offensive rebound a couple of times, was knocked many times in the paint. Finally gets it up and in and is able to convert the ammo.
Lemon Warren now driving baseline on Hill, stops, lays up 2 nicely there over the contest from Anquan Hill. Nicely done there from the senior, who's averaging 16 and 7 this year. Not quite the same numbers we saw from him last year, but still an elite scorer in this league is Aaron Lemon Warren. His hips into the lane. Now dumps off Caleb Carter, who will drive. Tyler Seward, good look for 3. Rims out. Rebound fought for and won by Lemon Warren. It'll be Ryan basketball.
Tommy, I like that take, though, to kick it out to Seward for the open 3. Unfortunately, it was unable to fall as Hill blocks Lemon Warren on the other side, and Seward's going to go the other direction.
Here is Tyler Seward. Coleman in the corner, back to Seward. Carter driving in with the underhand layup, no good. Anquan Hill there to clean up the miss and lay in for 2. Nicely done there by Hill on the offensive glass as we've seen him do all season long.
Right, Tommy, 4 offensive rebounds here for Anquan Hill early on, and we still have half the first quarter to play.
Tight contest here early on, 9-8 Ryan as Vasquez spinning in the lane, short on the turnaround jumper. Tyler Seward the other way, they've got numbers. Moses Hips lines up a 3. It's all cotton for him. Moses Hips, his first 3 of the ball game. He's got 6 points.
Catch and shoot, Tommy.
That's what Moses Hips does best.
Those of you at home can't see the scoreboard, but the scoreboard reads 111 for Carroll, so definitely something going on here with the board early in the game. We'll have a timeout from the officials.
You can see former Carroll teacher who still works the scoreboard, Mark Minair, is visibly frustrated with the scoreboard, not quite sure why it's resetting to 111 points. I mean, Carroll would certainly take that, but we definitely want to get the scoreboard underway. Not quite sure what the problem is here, and it looks like it's going to be just a free timeout for both teams as they're going to look to try to fix this, but definitely some concern. We've had problems with this game all day long. Earlier, Carroll players were just informed last night that this game was at 2 o'clock. We all thought it was 12. Andrew and I showed up at 11 o'clock expecting this game to start at 12, but it did not. Coach Bo was even here earlier thinking the game was at 12. So definitely some confusion here early on in this one. But the most important thing is we got this game underway. We have parents from both sides in the stands. And we've really just had a great season of PCL basketball amid this crazy year during the pandemic. But it's been really nice to see it go off without too many issues.
Tommy, and I know both of us were talking a lot last night about what we've kind of seen out of this Carroll team as they bring a temporary scoreboard into the gym and get ready to play with that. But I think both of us have been thoroughly impressed by the freshmen this year. And I think that has a lot to do with the senior leadership. I mean, look, you've got 3 seniors who start and play big minutes. You've got a guy like Matt Evans on the bench who is the ultimate cheerleader for the team. I mean, he does everything. He plays hard every practice, and he just pushes these guys on the bench. You can see him standing up a lot. He's cheering these guys on. He pushes them hard in practice. And I think that having guys like that around this group of freshmen is going to only elevate their play.
You're right, and then you got seniors like Nick Lamy and Robbie Grasso, too, providing that leadership. But you see Matt Evans, they're definitely talking to Caleb Carter. They're probably just like what he sees in the early going, what matchups he might want to try to exploit. And you like that leadership from Matt Evans, who has been named the captain this year and has done an excellent job both on and off the floor for the Patriots. And I'm not quite sure. They're still going to start this game. The scoreboard still reads 111-9. That is not the case. The scoreboard that you see on your screen is correct, 11-9. And it looks like...
Tommy, I think they're just going to play with it because every time they kept going up, there was a 1 in front of it. So I think they're just going to tell the kids to focus on the second 2 numbers. I'm not sure. It looks like they're ready for basketball. The temporary scoreboard is not ready for basketball.
Yes, and I mean, I think...
So we'll see what happens
It can be something. I mean, you just play through. I don't think Carroll is going to reach 100 points today. I don't want to be presumptuous here, but the most we've gotten to all season... In, I think the 70s or the low 80s, the last game against Wood, I think we approached 80. I would love for Carroll to score 100 points today. I don't think it's going to happen, so I don't think we really need to worry about that. But both the teams on our players on both teams just really want to get this game back underway, and it looks like we're about to do so.
Yeah, it looks like Luke Boyd ready to inbound to Christian Vasquez. As they clean up a wet spot right in front of the Don Vasquez part in. We're back ready for basketball, Tommy.
Same players on the floor for both teams. Both coaches got like an extended free time out there to see what they can exploit in the early going here. B. Boyd in the corner to Lemon Warren, who fakes a 3, driving in on Hill, spinning, goes up, and that's going to be a travel. Good defense there from Anquan Hill to not bite on the fake.
Fantastic defense there, Tommy. With him step for step, doesn't even use his body. I mean, just textbook there.
We've seen Carroll get out to some good starts against these elite teams of the Catholic League. We saw them start well against Newman Goretti, but Newman Goretti really took that one over. Carroll started really hot against Archbishop Wood as Caleb Carter drives in here, and he's fouled. That's going to be on Lemon Warren, his first. But they started really hot against Wood, leading by 5 after the first quarter. Wood pretty much took over in that game. Carroll hung around for a while, but Archbishop Wood was too much. But again, Archbishop Ryan, another really solid PCL team, and we've seen Carroll with a great start here in the early going.
Right, Tommy, and in talking to Caleb Carter this week, I mean, he knows how important of a game this is for him. There's a couple of scouts in the crowd who were really turned on by his performance against Archbishop Wood, and Caleb's really impressed a lot of people this season, moving in from this 6-man role to a starter role and averaging double figures, a couple of double-doubles this season, and just been a really, really bright spot on this Carroll team.
As Carter is second on the team in scoring, averaging just over 14.
Tommy, a 4-year guy here, worked his way out from JV all the way to the starting role in Varsity, and a product as Luke Boyd hits the corner.
Carroll's going to want to keep their eyes on Luke Boyd at all times. He is their best shooter, averaging 10.5 points per game. Carroll holds 1 here, 13-12. They're going to get Moses Hips in the lane with a travel. Looked like he came to a jump stop there. But again, we've seen this in pretty much every game we've called this year, an emphasis on traveling. We've seen some early calls here. It looks like it's going to be an offensive foul.
Just a dumb foul by Luke Boyd. They're using 2 hands to try to throw the defender away, and you'd think a guy like him would know better than that, but just a boneheaded mistake there early from Ryan.
Ryan does have 4 fouls here early on. Carroll does not have any. Something to keep an eye on. It's going to be Chase Coleman spinning into the lane, laying it up nicely, no good. Nice aggressive take, though, from the freshman.
Yeah, very nice there, Tommy. You like to see that from the freshman. Really coming into his own. He's been pretty more aggressive and just playing really good basketball as of late, especially in that Wood game.
Vasquez now into the lane. And he's going to be pushed. It looked like he might have walked, but they're going to call a push. Let's see who that's going to be on. Looks like it's going to be on Tyler Seward for his first.
Tommy, the baseline official wanted to call a walk. The topside official kind of with an overruling, it looked like there. Nonetheless, they'll get Seward with his first foul.
Definitely a call that could have gone either way, but we do see the foul on Seward. It's going to be Aaron Lemon Warren left all alone off the screen. He misses that one, but Carroll can't give him looks like that all game or they will pay. Caleb Carter now into the lane. Seward to Hips. Vasquez really out, extended on Moses Hips. Hill into the lane, going up, and he's going to be fouled by Tomasco. That's going to be his second, so Carroll, Anquan Hill specifically, forcing Tomasco in this early foul trouble. He's going to have to sit with those 2 fouls, as it looks like we're going to see Jaden Murray in right after this first free throw. Hill gets that one to rattle home. He's got 6 now, averaging 14.7 points per game. Carroll's leading scorer, to go along with 8.6 rebounds. Shooting 46% from the field and 76% from the charity stripe. Anquan gets both to go here. Carroll leading by 3. B-Boyd, good defense from the freshman. And Anquan Hill comes away with the steal, but he steps out. Good anticipation there.
Yeah, Tommy, even though Hill stepped just slightly on the end line there, just a really nice heads-up play. Tommy, the scoreboard reading 115 to 112. Carroll leads. Of course, the scoreboard at the bottom right corner of your screen is going to read 15 to 12. That's what you're going to want to rely on for tonight. That will be correct throughout the game as Vasquez gets it into Sneed.
It's going to be Vasquez. He'll get the kick out from Sneed. Can't hit the 3. Good box out and rebound from Anquan Hill. It's going to be Patriots basketball here with 1:30 here to go in the first. Tightly contested game so far. You can see Anquan Hill wants it in the post, working on Murray. The double comes with Lemon Warren, but Anquan Hill finishes anyway.
Tommy Hill taking advantage of a little bit smaller Murray and, not as skilled as Tomasco, and he's going to take advantage as he just absolutely stuffed Jalen Sneed as Coleman gets it all the way ahead to hips. Just an end-to-end play there from the Carroll Patriots there. Absolutely amazing.
Phenomenal work there from the Patriots, who have the largest lead of 7. Anquan Hill and Moses Hibbs combining for 17 early points for Carroll. 17 of their 19.
Tommy, these boys came to play here in the early going. You love to see it.
Vasquez, he has not been shy today from 3. He misfires there.
Tommy Vasquez just 1 of 4 from deep now, and that one from very deep. NBA range as Seward gets the and one on Murray. Fantastic physical takes here early on from Carroll. Tommy, this is what they've been doing as of late, and it's been really working out pretty well for them.
It has been. Carroll, as we said, has gotten out to these really solid starts. As Archbishop Ryan's going to be forced to call a timeout here. Andrew, did you see who that last call was on?
That last foul, I believe it was Jaden Murray. I could be mistaken though. It looked like Seward drove on Murray as Murray was trying to man his paint, but looks like Seward took the paint back from him, Tommy.
Then again, we are doing our best with the foul calls. We try to read what the officials say, but their backs are facing us, so it's hard for us to tell certain calls, and we're not getting the foul indicator on the scoreboard as that isn't working tonight. But we'll make sure we go over at halftime and get our fouls underway. But we believe that one was on Murray. And Tyler Stewart will have a chance with this end one with 42 seconds remaining. As Carroll, as we said earlier, they have a chance to play spoiler here today against Ryan. A loss today for Ryan would be really tough for them to find a way into the championship game. As we said, there's no playoffs this year. Only top 2 teams make the championship. Ryan's backs are up against the wall coming off that loss to Roman for their 2nd loss of the year. And they still have Wood left on their schedule. So Archbishop Ryan cannot afford a loss today. It looks like early on Carroll has other ideas.
Right, Tommy, and this is something that the two of us talked about yesterday too, is who the championship game will be. You know, Archbishop Wood has all but clinched it, having not lost a single game, and I believe we're going to see them. But Roman Catholic and New Magretti are the other 2 teams with just 1 loss vying for a spot at the championship game next Sunday, as Seward will attempt his part of the and one here.
And you're right with that, Andrew. Seward can't hit that one, but Roman and Newman Gretty both only have 1 loss, both coming to Archbishop Wood. So those 2 teams have yet to play each other. So that could really serve as a de facto semifinal game. With 30 seconds to go here, Carroll leading by 9, 21-12 here early on. Lemon Warren gets it underneath. And Caleb Carter is going to foul that entry pass. That'll be Carter's first. Good denial there from Carter. Just got a little over-aggressive there, but it looked like Aaron Lemon Warren had position on him, so a smart foul to not let that pass get through for the easy 2.
Yeah, good job by Carter there. I mean, the denial was there, just grabbed a little bit of jersey. As Murray gets it inside, but Hill all over him as Carter pulls down the rebound. And Carroll's going to have time for 1 shot here with 17 seconds left.
It looks like Carroll, Seward is going to drive in. Will be smart here for the Patriots to hold for 1 shot. Carter driving in to Coleman. 6 seconds. Pass is stolen away by Aaron Lemon Warren. It's going to be Sneed the other way. He doesn't have an opportunity to put up a shot, but a great first quarter from the Patriots. They lead this one 21-12.
Tommy, impressive. A 9-point lead on a 7-2 Archbishop Ryan team, something that this Carroll team is just going to continue to build off of. And big contributions here from not only Moses Hips, the freshman, but Carter and Hill, the seniors, and Seward with a couple of nice plays on the defensive end. But it was the defense to offense that really impressed me in the first period. Tommy, I mean, they did a lot of that. And,
they had a lot of runouts off of misses from Ryan, running up the floor for some easy twos and off some turnovers as well. We saw Archbishop Wood really exploit that with the Patriots, really taking advantage. As soon as Carroll would score against them or miss a shot, Wood was running the other way, and they had a lot of transition opportunities that Carroll just couldn't stop. Obviously, that Archbishop Wood team is very explosive and dangerous, but it looks like Carroll really aggressive here to start, as it looks like Athletic Director Tom Quintos is still trying to figure out a way to fix this scoreboard. If you say the scoreboard that you're seeing
right at the
on your bottom right is correct, but the one in the gym is giving each team 100 more points, and the fouls are not up on the screen. But we do have, looks like 6 fouls on Ryan compared to just 2 on Carroll. So Carroll, with forcing 1 more foul against Ryan, will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. So that could be an emphasis for Coach Bo through the remainder of the second quarter. It looks like Moses Hips is going to inbound to Tyler Seward, and we'll be just underway here in the second.
Damasco back in here to start the second quarter with 2 fouls. Interesting to see how that plays out.
Hips has a look for 3. It hits the top radiator. Looks like it was tipped, but Sneed disagrees with that. It's going to be Carroll basketball. Definitely one of the interesting parts of Carroll's gym, something that annoys home and road players alike.
Right, Tommy, I don't think that was Moses Hips' fault there. Like we said, that ball was tipped as Carroll will retain possession here.
Yes. Ryan is into a 2-3 zone here, trying to protect Damasco with those 2 fouls. And it's going to be the Raiders coming right to steals. Lemon Warren in transition, glides up. This shot is denied by Anquan Hill. Second time today we've seen Anquan Hill get the better of that matchup. Patriots the other way.
And Hill's 3rd block total, Tommy. It's Hill doing work inside, an obscene amount of contact and no call.
Yes, 3 Raider defenders hacking Anquan Hill, but no call. It's going to be lead to a Sneed underneath to Lemon Warren, who cannot handle the pass. Archbishop Ryan does look a little out of sync here to start.
Tommy, and Ryan, a team that doesn't like to play fast. And Carroll's not a team overly great at playing fast, but when they exploit the matchup to play at their speed, and they're playing at their pace right now, which is good. And Carroll, a team, one of the few teams Carroll probably can outrun here, Ryan, if pitches the ball in the corner. But I like the way Carroll's come out tonight, Tommy, or this afternoon, probably.
Agree with you there. Very strong start from the Patriots in a game. It would be nice for them to have the last time the seniors will be playing on this home floor. Gonna be Coleman. I'd like to see the work at the Anquan Hill on that baseline. Carter now underneath, who's spinning away from Damasco, lays it up and in. Great finish there from Caleb Carter for his first field goal. He has 4. The Patriots into a double-figure lead here with 11.
Tommy, amazing spacing by the Patriots there. Each guy had their area they were responsible for and were able to get the ball in that area. Finally able to move the zone around enough to find Carter on the baseline for the easy 2.
Lemon Warren left all alone from deep. He's off from deep. Uncharacteristic start from Aaron Lemon Warren. Only with 4 points here in the early going. As they're going to say, Tyler Seward stepped out, receiving that pass in transition. So some sloppy play from both teams here early on. Some turnovers. We've seen, it looks like for the first time, we're going to see Michael Paris into the game for Ryan. Vasquez driving. Lemon Warren now, Seward glued to him. Underneath, good look there from Aaron Lemon Warren to Christian Damasco. The pair of seniors connect there. Damasco's second bucket, he has 4. The one addition Christian Damasco's been for Ryan coming in this year, the transfer, really filling the shoes of Gedimis Moksakis, who graduated last year, now playing his ball at Campbell. And that Moses Hips 3 will not count as Coach Bo called a timeout just before that. With 5:49 here, excuse me, 5:52 here remaining in the second quarter. Carroll holding a 9-point lead. Started off very strong. Hopefully the Patriots can continue this run into halftime and then out of halftime as well to close out their last time, the seniors' last time on this home floor. It'd be great if they could get a win here.
Yeah, Tommy, we're going to have a couple discussions with the seniors today. We're going to be joined by senior Matt Evans, and I believe we're also going to be joined by Dean Coleman Newsom at the half, so make sure you stay around for that. That'll be around the 5-minute mark of the half when they break their huddle. And after the game, Tommy and I are going to have a conversation on the floor directly after the game with all of the seniors, and basically to recap their time here with the Patriots.
Just definitely looking forward to talking to them after this game. It would be great if we could be talking to them after a victory. Looks like Carroll has those ideas early on. It looks like we might see Justin Cannon checking into the game momentarily. Cannon is a guy hasn't really seen many minutes, only really in garbage time he's seen the floor, but this could be an interesting substitution for Coach Bo. As Hips lines up another three, just long. But you'd love to see the aggressiveness from Moses Hips, who we mentioned early in the broadcast, just picked up that offer from LaSalle. Looks like that's going to be on Tyler Seward. That's going to be his second. He will sit for Justin Cannon. So Justin Cannon getting some really meaningful minutes in a big-time game. Let's see what he does with them.
Tommy, a junior who's going to probably see the floor a good bit next year, if not start. So I like the meaningful minutes from him. And again, that doesn't mean a lot for the Patriots other than really a send-off for the seniors. So it'll be interesting to see how Coach Bo manages those minutes for guys like Matt Evans, Nick Levy, and Robbie Grosso, as Cannon's going to get called for a hand check there on the baseline.
That will be Cannon's first. But you're right, Andrew. A game that doesn't significantly mean much for the Patriots. Obviously a game they would love to have for their seniors. But also, like we mentioned earlier, they can really play spoiler here and really end Ryan's chances at a title. As Lemon Warren lines up a three again long. He's had some good looks today. Hasn't been able to connect on any from deep. Still, Carroll's been getting lucky with that. Caleb Carter loses control of the dribble there. We'll be going the other way. Carroll with some early turnovers to start the second quarter. Ryan hasn't really been able to capitalize on that, but something Coach Bo and his staff is really going to want to correct going forward.
Yeah, absolutely, Tommy. You can't turn sooner or later, Ryan's going to be able to take advantage of it. As Tomasco's inside and gets the friendly roll.
A nice look there, the two-man game from Lemon Warren and Tomasco. Cannon within the corner. This zone has been pretty solid.
Right, Tommy,
for Ryan.
Tommy, the zone of great adjustment by Coach Zaglinski at the end of the first quarter here has really disrupted Carroll as Hill pulls up from the free throw line and woefully short as Ryan goes the other way.
Paris over to Sneed. Ball is fought for and tied up. Nice defensive job there from Chase Coleman, who has really come into his own on the defensive side of the ball these past few games. Really been a solid defender for the Patriots. Also contributing just over 5 points per game. It really showed his skill on the defensive end these past few games, as well as really nice jump shot and ability to drive and get to the rim. So Chase Coleman, I know we talk a lot about Moses Hips, but Chase Coleman's obviously a name you're going to want to keep an eye on. He's going to be quite the player for the Patriots in years to come. It's going to be Paris now, off the screen. It's going to be Chase Coleman picking up the foul there.
Right, Tommy, Coleman's a guy I equate a little bit to a younger Tyler Seward. He doesn't, fill it up. Seward's obviously a pretty good scorer. Coleman doesn't fill it up, but he does a lot on the defensive end that really makes you love the way he plays. And love what he brings to the team as Hill comes in for the block, but a cleanup there. Tommy, I believe that was Jalen Sneed.
Yeah, Sneed got that one to go. Ryan cuts his lead to 5. Lee Carter now probing into the lane. Moses Hips a deep three. He can hit from there. No good. But you think that Ryan's not going to get away? A thing that you're leaving open with the zone is that three-pointer. Moses Hips can make you pay. It'll be Sneed now. Driving in Vasquez. Thought about a three. Now underneath to Lemon Warren, but good deflection there from Caleb Carter.
Really nice hand there from Caleb as Tyler Seward's going to check back in for Justin. But Carter getting his hands in the cookie jar there. Carroll only with 2 points, only the Caleb Carter 2 this quarter has let
Ryan creep back into this game, and a nice move by Tomasco. He's got 6 of it as 8 points here in the second quarter.
Right, Tommy, it's been all Tomasco here for Ryan. They gotta like what they've seen out of him so far this quarter.
He had to sit with those 2 fouls. He's back on the floor. It's going to be a foul here. Let's see what that one's going to be. It looks like it's going to be called on Sneed by his reaction, and it will be. That's going to be Jalen Sneed's first, we believe. It's going to be Caleb Carter taking these free throws in the 1-and-1. These are some big free throws from the Patriots, who really have struggled to score the ball since that first quarter.
Right, Tommy, just the Caleb Carter 2 here as Carter tries to add some more for him. Successful.
Nice looking free throw there from Carter, who shoots with a 70% clip from the line coming in. He's 3 for 3 tonight.
Tommy, Carter impressive in the showing against Wood. Season high 22 for him, and he looks to just continue that today. As second one's unable to go, but Tomasco out of bounds, no call. Interesting there.
It looked like he was out of bounds, very close. Anquan Hill really advocating for that, but just on the other end, Ryan turns this ball over. Really sloppy second quarter from both teams. But neither team's really been able to get into a real rhythm. Tomasco has all 6 points for Ryan in the second quarter as Carroll leads by 4 now. Seward, Carter, underneath to Anquan Hill, who's gonna rise up and slam for 2. We've seen those two connect multiple times throughout the year. There's great chemistry from the seniors who have played together for a while now, always knowing where the other one is on the floor. Great look there from Carter, underneath to Anquan Hill.
Yeah, and that's how Carroll's able to exploit that zone. They got Tomasco converge on Carter, left Hill wide open on the baseline, and Hill able to finish with the 2.
Steve now into the lane, he goes up, he's gonna be fouled.
Carter picks up his second there, Tommy.
Now you got Tyler Seward and Caleb Carter, 2 of your seniors, your leaders, with 2 fouls, so it's going to be important that they can stay out of foul trouble the remainder of this half. Hopefully neither of them will pick up their third.
Anquan Hill was none though, Tommy, which is nice to see, especially battling in deep with the big man, Tomasco. Sneed's able to hit his first, and Luke Boyd gets the check back there for Don Vasquez. Vasquez coming off the court limping, so it'll be interesting to see if he goes over to see the training staff.
It looks like Vasquez is in some discomfort as Sneed knocks down a pair, but he will sit on the bench. That is something to keep an eye on going forward. Carroll holding 4, 26-22. Hips in the corner, faking a 3. He did shuffle his feet there. Try to get it to Caleb Carter, but Moses Hips just a little too ahead of himself there. Turns the ball over.
Tommy, a pure violation. Hips did shuffle his feet there, but I don't think one we would have seen in years past, like we've talked about all season long. The traveling calls have been some point of emphasis this season because we've seen a ton of them as Luke Boyd tries from 3 and hits.
Luke Boyd, that's his second 3 of the ball game, cuts his Carroll lead to 1. Carter and Seward play catch. Coleman in the corner. Carter almost lost it, gets it to Seward. Coleman, good look for 3. No good. Hips trying to fight for the rebound. Off his fingertips, Parrish secures it. Michael Parrish the other way. Ryan can take a lead with a bucket here. They have not led since it was 4-0, I believe. Going to be a timeout from Coach Zaglinski here. We have 80 seconds to go here in this first half.
Yeah, Tommy, final 80 seconds. Big minute 20 here in this ball game. See how Carroll can finish the half, see if Ryan is able to do anything to close out the half, but definitely something that could be momentum building for the second half, which definitely shows to be an interesting and exciting half of basketball ahead of us.
Yes, very close game so far. Carroll's able to build a double-figure lead early in the second. But Ryan has clawed back into this one, only trailing by 1 here. It's the closest they've been since the early first. But we knew a team like Archbishop Ryan with that talent in that championship contention is not going to be a team that was going to go away easily. And Carroll's really going to have their work cut out for them if they want to pull off the upset here. on this Sunday afternoon.
Tommy, like we said, don't leave us at halftime. We're going to have an interesting interview with one of our senior captains and Dean Coleman Newsom, and talk to him about his timetable for return and what he sees as his future on the Carroll basketball team.
It'll be Paris with the controls here. Tomasco top of the key. Boyd coming off the screen. A lot of motion here. Looks like a set play that Coach Zaglinski called out of the timeout. But Caleb Carter snuffs that one out, denies the pass, deflects it, and Chase Coleman will go the other way.
Tommy, great eyes by Carter there to be able to get over into position and get the hands, as Coach Bo is motioning violently for Chase Coleman to get back into the play.
Loads his hips on the wing. Boyd tightly on him. Carter, the dump off underneath the hill, lays it up and in. Was fouled. Couldn't get the first one to go. Looked like there was contact there. Looks like that was going to be on Lemon Warren for his second.
Right, Tommy, great job by Hill battling. I mean, got beaten and battered and everything but knocked down, but is able to get to the line with two important free throws here.
Hill does have a game high, make that 12 with the first free throw there, but he has been hacked all game. Hasn't seen many calls as we see Vasquez coming back in. Running a little gingerly on that ankle, but we'll see if that's going to be a problem for him moving forward. But big minutes from Anquan Hill. He just had a fantastic career. Looking to close out a win here in his last game on the Carroll floor. Carroll still has 2 games remaining after this one. We'll go to Egan and West Catholic. But obviously a game you want to win, closing out your senior year, a storied senior year, or just a storied career for Anquan Hill, I should say. Been a significant member of this program. Started since his junior year, played big minutes coming off the bench as a sophomore as well. Boyd now into the lane, stops Tomasco. He drives in nicely, and a late whistle there.
A very late whistle, Tommy, as Coach Bo looks, I think he's going to go offense-defense here. He put Ivory and Lamy in to man the defensive side. We'll see if he goes with some offensive substitutions going down.
We do see Nick Lamy and Harold Ivory checking in for the first time. That foul is going to be on Ivory. Tomasco will go to the line, who has been the leading man so far for Ryan. He's got 9 now and a chance to break in double figures now with this last free throw. Just over 30 seconds remaining. We'll see if Coach Bo's going to want to hold for one. We'll try to start with a good look here as we see Ryan with his full court press. It's going to be a timeout, Coach Bo, as Nick Lamy was trapped in the corner. But that was a very effective trap off the free throw from Ryan. And let's see how Carroll adjusts out of the timeout with exactly 30 seconds to go here in this first half in a tightly contested contest.
Yeah, Tommy, honestly, a really nice coaching move by Coach Zaglinski to put the press on there, knowing Carroll probably wasn't going to be expecting it, something we hadn't seen from them so far today. So definitely interesting, but a nice coaching move there. It looked like Lamy might have gotten bear hugged there, but obviously Coach Bo got in to call the timeout. 30 seconds here, Tommy. An influential 30 seconds to say the least.
If Carroll can get it across, I would not be surprised if they hold for one possession here. Maybe try to work it in underneath the Anquan Hill. We've seen that zone kind of try to disrupt the offensive game while protecting Tomasco with those 2 fouls. When Anquan Hill does get it down low, Ryan is bringing 2, sometimes 3 defenders when he catches it. You see Moses Hibbs checking back in for Ivory. Tyler Seward is wiping up the court here. And we will be underway, but Ryan is showing this full court pressure here.
Tommy, a good decision to get Ivory out of the game and get Hips, a guy who's going to handle the ball a little bit better, into the game. We have a moisture spot right in front of the Carroll bench, a possible maybe a drink spill during the timeout, I'm not sure, but we're ready to play basketball here. Final 30 seconds of the first half.
It's going to be in Anquan Hill. Lamy with it now. His pass is deflected by Lemon Warren. Lamy in trouble. Hips is able to get it across. Now an alley-oop from Coleman to Hill, who slams it home. A highlight reel dunk. Great look from Chase Coleman. You can tell all smiles under that mask. A beautiful find there. The freshman to the senior. Big momentum play here, but 8 seconds remaining in the half.
Tommy, they look dead in the water on the press there, but way to get it to Hill as Vasquez tries to put up a last-second shot, won't go. Rebound, no rebound. Carroll leads 30-27 going to the half.
But
great finish, Tommy.
We talk about momentum. That is a momentum play. The great find from Coleman to Anquan Hill. And that will give Carroll a 3-point slight advantage here going into halftime. We'll have some 16 minutes of some great basketball here coming up.
Underclassmen. We're joined by Matt Evans and Sal Monasterio here. Matt, what was your thoughts on the team's first half of play as the seniors go out with a bang here in their final game at home?
I thought we played great as a team. We're really working well together. Knocked some shots down, which helped us out in the beginning. We just got to keep it rolling for the second half.
Sal, what does it mean? This is your team next year, and learning from guys like Matt and Caleb, what does it mean to have this be your team next year and going forward? What do you see as the success for the team?
Yeah, Matt and even Anquan and Caleb too. They've really helped me to work hard in practice and every open gym, and I really think that's a big part of what D1, D2, and D3 college coaches want to see. And I'll even be a better teammate next year than I am this year because of what they taught me.
All right, listen, thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Good luck. Go Pats.
All right, and we're just about ready to get the second half going in a very tightly contested battle between Carroll and Ryan. Carroll holding the three-point lead by a score of 30-27. And for Carroll, Anquan Hill leads the way with half of the Patriots' points. He has 15. Moses Hip is added 8. Caleb Carter has 5, and Tyler Stewart has 2. And for Ryan, it's been Christian Tomasco running the show. He has 12. Aaron Lemon Warren has 4. Luke Boyd has 6. Jalen Sneed has 4. And Dom Vasquez is added in 3.
Tommy, a very big half of basketball ahead of us. It should be a good, well-contested half as we see, pardon, the scoreboard is back to normal, Tommy, and they were able to fix that out during the break.
It's nice to see Assistant Athletic Director Bill O'Donnell able to find his way around the scoreboard there, saving some frustrations from both teams there. as we have a normal scoreboard. Looking for a very competitive half of basketball. We can only imagine that will be the case here this Sunday afternoon. And it looks like we see the starters from both teams also heading out to start the third quarter, and we are underway here in the second half. It'll be Tyler Seward now.
Ryan looks like they're back in that zone that worked out so well for them during the second quarter.
And it has allowed them to protect Christian Tomasco with those 2 fouls. Coleman out into the lane. Carter dishes it to Anquan Hill, who rises up and lays that one home. Great look again. Carter to Anquan Hill. He's got 17 now to lead all scorers.
Yeah, Tommy Hill very impressive today in his final game here at home and definitely wants to make a statement. And a great find by Caleb Carter there as Seward gets his hands on it.
Carter
in the direction.
The other way. Anquan Hill gliding in, and he's fouled, and that's huge. That's Tomasco's third as Anquan Hill hits the deck hard. Now Christian Tomasco with 3. We will see what Coach Zaglinski does here as Hill strokes the first one.
Coach Zaglinski is going to stick with this guy here, Tommy.
Again, a senior, a guy you can trust. Really wasn't his fault there. He just didn't want Anquan Hill to have an easy 2 in transition. But regardless, he picks up the third. And that, if you're Carroll, you're really going to want to go at Christian Tomasco here. Try to get him in foul trouble, make the refs force them to make some difficult calls here. Because Carroll has had success, but Tomasco's had to sit.
Absolutely, Tommy. As you're going to see an offensive foul on Christian Tomasco. That's number 4, Jaden Murray, is going to come back into the ballgame for him.
Moses Hips nicely done there. You see him
Very
emphatically pointing to the other end of the floor, knowing that that was Tomasco's 4th foul, and that is huge. He will most likely sit the rest of the third. We'll see how long Coach Zaglinski decides to go without him, because if Kyle can extend this lead, he may have to put him in sooner than he wants to.
Tommy, this is going to be Anquan Hill time here. There's no possession that Anquan Hill touched the ball on. His hips
for 3.
He's going to shoot 3 free throws, Tommy. This is what you wanted to see coming out of the break from the Patriots.
And that one's going to be on Vasquez again. That's the second time today he's fouled the 3-point shooter in Moses Hips. And he will go to the line and shoot 3 free throws, but you're right. Big momentum play before halftime, that alley-oop from Coleman to Hips, as Hips rims out in the first. And then we see Carroll coming out with authority here to start, looking sharp on both ends of the floor, making Tomasco draw those 2 fouls to give him 4. And it's been all Carroll to start here this third quarter.
Tommy, one correction there. That was Jalen Sneed who closed out on the 3-point shooter there, and that he picks up his 2nd foul. But not only the individual fouls here, Tommy, as much as, that's 3 team fouls on Ryan, and we are 1 minute and 6 seconds into this period.
Something very big we've seen. Hips converts on 2 of those 3. It's going to be Boyd in the corner, and he responds with his 3rd 3 of the game.
Don Vasquez, kind of the leader on the floor for this team right now at the top of the zone, trying to get his guys ready as the Patriots ready for attack.
Seward now. He drives in. He has Hips in the corner for 3. Just long. And it'll be Ryan the other way. It'll be Vasquez. Is no good for Murray. That's going to be foul underneath on Anquan Hill, who disagrees with the call there. It's only going to be Hill's first, though.
Tommy, and I like the way that Carroll's come out with the attack on the Ryan zone here. They're going to play a high-low game with Caleb Carter and Anquan Hill, and that's going to leave, looks for them inside. You're going to hope a guy converges, and you're going to leave a shooter open outside.
It'll be Lemon Warren now driving baseline. He kicked it to Sneed. Vasquez thought about a deep 3 instead. Will spin with it. That's going to be a foul, an offensive foul. The Carroll bench loves it. And Chase Coleman and Vasquez get into it a little bit. As Vasquez is very heated here, he's going to want to watch out.
Coach Bo with the moratorium to the team there, Tommy, with the stop talking as Boyd picks up his second foul. Both coaches urging these players to stop talking before technicals start being handed out. It got a little chippy there during that sequence.
It'll be Seward now, swinging it to Coleman. Got Moses Hips, who thought about a three. Now Coleman will take one, no good. Rebound to Lemon Warren. He gives it to Vasquez, who moves the other way.
Murray walked there right away, Tommy. And the one thing you want to see, Carroll is getting these open three-point shooters, but you don't want to see them settle for them early in the possession. You want to see these guys get into attack mode, as it looks like Michael Paris is going to come back for Jaden Murray. And this should help the big guys inside, Tommy. Jaden Murray, the big man that was in for Tomasco. Biggest player on the floor right now is Aaron Lemon Warren for the Ryan Raiders.
And if you're Cal, you have to be thinking Anquan Hill inside as Carter drives with it. Floats up a tough two, no good. Hill gets the rebound but loses it to Boyd. Nice hands there from Luke Ford.
Very nice
to get that one free. And it's Sneed with it. Top of the key. Very deep is Boyd to Paris. Aaron Lemon Warren slips the screen nicely there and lays it in for his first bucket of the first half. Only 6 for Aaron Lemon Warren. But you figure he's going to need to get going here for the Raiders, as he picks up his third there on Anquan Hill. So you've got Christian Tomasco sitting with 4, Aaron Lemon Warren with 3. Ryan's best 2 players in some serious foul trouble. We're not even halfway through the third. And if you're Cal, keep working it inside to Anquan Hill. Looks like they'll have success there because he's going to be able to finish more likely than not, or draw a foul, as we saw there as Lemon Warren picked that one up. Looks like Moses Hips coming over to the trainers. Not sure there. Looks like something on his finger.
I think there's an issue with the basketball too, Tommy. The refs go over right away. Coach Eichinger goes over to the rack and tries to find a new basketball. But Tommy, like I said, 5 team fouls on Ryan here. So, 2 more, and Carroll's going to be shooting, and we still have 4 minutes to play. 4 minutes 45 seconds in the third quarter. So Carroll's going to have to get these free throw shooters to the line, and not only get them to the line, but Tommy, these guys are going to have to make them. And I like Carroll's chances coming down the stretch if these guys are knocking on their free throws.
Right, the very uncharacteristic game. We've seen a lot of stoppages, some scoreboard problems, a basketball issue. But again, this just goes to show that the unpredictability of this year really coming through here in this game.
Yeah, Tommy, this game is the 2020-2021 season summed up in a nutshell.
Hips is sitting here, not sure he's being worked on by the trainers. It looks like there might be some blood on his uniform that they're trying to get rid of. Carter has Lamy, thought about a 3, instead drives in, floats up 2, no good. Rebound Tyler Seward, and he's rejected by Luke Boyd. Another nice recovery. We've seen a number of nice plays from Luke Boyd today on the defensive end, as well as those 3 threes that he hit. You see the Carroll JV team is making their way into the gym. Anquan Hill, the mid-range 2, no good. Ball is darted loose by Seward, but it's going to be Boyd who controls it here. Carroll leading by 4. Sneed driving in baseline. He's got Vasquez in the corner. Paris thought about a 3 again. Nick Lamy intercepts that pass, going all the way in, and his shot is blocked. No call. Good recovery there from Paris, but a good steal by Nick Lamy nonetheless, and it's going to be Cal basketball underneath.
Yeah, Tommy, like you said, great recovery by Paris to get down there and block that shot cleanly. And I like the no call there, Tommy. I don't know about you, but looks like Paris was able to get all ball, but Nick Lamy reading the passer's eyes. Defensive back in football as well, quarterback and defensive back, so maybe playing into his basketball skills a little bit here.
We see that definitely translating to the hardwood here. And looks like he's calling that timeout as Moses Hips is ready to check back into this one, it would appear.
Tommy, thank God it's the final game of the year, so Hips isn't going to have to worry about blood on his uniform for, or final home game with the white uniforms for the year. Hips shouldn't have to worry about it for that much longer.
That's true. We saw Moses get injured, not really injured, but I think he had some blood on his uniform a couple games ago, and he had to come out for a moment there. Another episode of that here as we see Anquan Hill now getting worked over by the trainer, but he's going to be all right.
Yeah, I think Hill just had a mask issue there, Tommy.
But over 4 minutes remaining here, not even halfway down this third quarter, but a lot of action here to start the second half. We saw Tomasco pick up those 2 quick fouls and sitting with 4. Lemon Warren has 3. And we've seen Carroll really emphasize working it into Anquan Hill as he has the size advantage now. And we'll see if they're going to be able to maintain that the rest of the game and try to get Ryan into foul trouble, as you mentioned just a couple minutes ago, Andrew. Ryan, with those 5 fouls, the Coach Bo should really be emphasizing getting to the line, trying to draw contact, getting into the lane. And we'll see if that's the recipe for Carroll coming forward here. As we are underway again here, Carter inbounding out of the timeout to Seward. Ryan in like looks like a 1-3-1 here.
Well, sure does. So almost a 1-2-2. A lot of guys in different positions here, Tommy, not a normal thing, for sure. As Seward gets it. But Tommy, Carroll's bailing him out a little bit here. Without Tomasco, they're not really getting the ball inside to Hill. As Hips, Seward knocks down a big-time triple there. That's a momentum booster. And the bench absolutely loves it. Matt Evans and Sal Monastero.
It's going to be Carroll off the big 3 there from Seward. As Vasquez tries to answer the other end, no good. Carroll has numbers the other way, and now they wisely pull it back as Ryan does a nice job of getting back and recovering. Hill can't collect that pass from Hips. It's going to be Sneed the other way, gliding in, laying in, getting the roll for 2. Nicely done there, going coast to coast as Jalen Sneed, his first bucket of the second half. He has 6.
Tommy, a little bit of a waste of possession. Last possession by the Patriots. They got to settle down, get back into the half-court offense, and keep doing work as they continue to run the high-low game.
Coleman now. Seward underneath. Nice entry to Anquan Hill. He lays it up and in.
Tommy, just a spectacular find by Tyler Seward to put that ball on a seed to Anquan Hill as
Harris goes the other way. And it looks like he's going to go to the line. That's going to be a foul on Caleb Carter.
That's 3 on Caleb, Tommy, so definitely another thing to watch. But Coach Bo trusts his big man. Tommy, we mentioned Tomasco with 4 there, but Anquan Hill only with 1. So Hill is going to be able to play pretty freely coming down the stretch. As Paris knocked down his first points of the game, that'll be. Tommy, Ryan going with an unorganized press, and they've got men all over the backside as Hips tried to throw the lob.
It'll be Hips now. After he recovers, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Ryan got away with one there. Carroll had a 2-on-1. Hips could have had a 3 if he wanted it. But trying to throw the lob to Hill, it just really wasn't there, and it's going to be a turnover. And it's going to be Ryan basketball here.
Tommy, but a nice play by Luke Boyd to get back and really deny that lob. You like to see that from the guy there, just getting back and making sure Anquan Hill doesn't throw him on a poster.
Boyd has made a number of hustle plays in addition to those 3 threes that he's hit. Going to be Sneed with it now, driving in. Harris will line up a 3, rimming out. Sneed was there for the putback. It almost got to go. And that's going to be on Tyler Seward, but he has 3 now. So Carter and Seward with 3 fouls, and that's going to send Jalen Sneed to the line. Sneed, a guy, does a little bit of everything for Ryan, averaging 8 points a game, but also 4 rebounds and 4.5 assists per game. Having a nice contest here with 7, has made a number of nice plays to keep Ryan in this game while Tomasco is sitting. Kind of a line drive shot there from Sneed. He gets both of them to go. So we're going to see Robbie Grasso, the senior, check in for the first time. So we've seen Coach Bo really go to some guys that we don't really see very often. Grasso here. We saw Justin Cannon earlier in the game. It's nice to see him go deep in his bench but have confidence in his guys to make the right play in these big moments. Meaningful minutes here for Grasso. Anquan Hill now tasked with breaking the press. He does. Carroll has numbers, but Grasso's going to pull it out. Caleb Carter's going to reset. Boyd guarding him, and he's going to be fouled by Boyd. Nicely done there from Caleb Carter drawing the foul. It'll be Boyd's 3rd.
Tommy, a nice sequence there. Robbie Grasso making the smart decision to pull it back out and get it to Caleb. And Caleb, Luke Boyd, there was nowhere for Caleb to go. So Luke Boyd clearly going to get caught on a block there as Grasso pulls from 3 and he's unable to hit.
It's going to be Vasquez now the other way. Sneed now into the lane, contested by Anquan Hill, can't get it to go. Lemon Warren trying to finish, finally does on the third opportunity. Lemon Warren finishes plus the foul. And that's gonna be on, it appears that one's on Caleb Carter for his 4th. And now your senior leader is gonna have to sit. So both Ryan and Carroll with some significant players in foul trouble. Both teams' second leading scorers in Tomasco and Caleb Carter are sitting now as Aaron Lemon Warren has a chance to tie this here with this free throw. We said Lemon Warren was the reigning leading scorer of the PCL before he got injured last year. Hill tries to break the press, and it's stolen away by Paris, and you see Ryan really getting to Carroll here.
Tommy, Ryan has all the momentum in the world as Vasquez tries to work baseline. Really nice defense by Golden. Ryan takes their first lead.
Now Moses Hips the other way. He'll lay in with the left hand. Nicely done there by Moses Hips to answer. Carroll needed that one. And we're all tied here. We're running the other way as Tyler Seward with those 3 fouls contests very nicely and blocks a shot of Steve without picking up his 4th. That would have been big. But very nice defense, discipline from Tyler Seward shown on that one.
Seward's been so impressive on the defensive end of the ball, and again continues to show it there, playing aggressive, conservatively aggressive, as they would say, with those 3 fouls.
We're all knotted again here at 43 as Paris into the lane nicely, gets by Grasso, can't finish. Robbie Grasso tries to fight for the rebound. And that's gonna be Ryan basketball. Grasso clearly thought it was off of Ryan because he had an opportunity to snag that rebound, but he let it go out of bounds, and it will be Ryan basketball underneath.
Tommy, that's one where you're almost better safe than sorry, where you just go get it, but...
It's gonna be Boyd here on the other end. Good look from 3, can't hit it. Rebound was loose for a while. Tyler Seward almost lost it, but gathers it here and slows things down with a minute to go here in the 3rd. But we've been running these past few possessions. It's nice to see the Patriots slow it down here. Hips will step into a deep 3. Got it! Moses Hips with the answer. So confident in his abilities, can really stroke it. A big time shot to give Cal a 3-point lead. Hips now with 15, that's gonna be an offensive foul, and Moses Hips loves it. It's gonna be on Vasquez, it's only gonna be his 2nd, but nicely done there from Hips.
Hips exuding confidence, hits an absolute bomb on the other end and draws the offensive foul on Vasquez. Carroll with 32 seconds here, interesting to see if they're gonna hold for 1, or if they'll go early. I think it's just whenever they get the best look, take it, and Carroll leads by 3.
It's gonna be Hips, he's left with some space. He and Seward play catches. They look like they're in no particular hurry. Gonna hold for 1 shot here. 15 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Carroll leading by 3. Tyler Seward now top of the key. 10 seconds. He drives in. Draws the contact and he's fouled. Looks like that one.
That's gonna be 4 on Lemon Warren there. A great take by Tyler Seward to go at the guy with 3 fouls. I mean, that's veteran basketball from a guy who's played 4 years of high school basketball.
And that is absolutely enormous.
Tommy, the 2 top scorers on Archbishop Ryan are going to have to sit with 4 fouls. Will be interesting to see if Tomasco comes back in to start the 4th quarter. Seward knocks down the front end of his trip to the line as Leamy comes back for Grasso.
But if you're Carroll, if Lemon Warren and if Tomasco comes back in, your game plan offensively should be going at them, being aggressive, trying to get them to pick up that 5th foul. Because if Ryan has to go without either of them, it probably will bode well for Carroll's. Lemon Warren has it with 2 seconds left, puts up to 2, no good. Boyd trying to put it back up and in. It would have counted, but can't get it to go. As Carroll with a nice little 5-0 run there, or 7-0 run, excuse me, to end this 3rd quarter. They lead this one 48-43. Ryan had the momentum there. They were moving the ball in transition. Carroll was making some bad passes, turning the ball over. They went up 43-41. But we saw Carroll on the other end really take advantage. Moses Hips had a nice running layup with the left hand that he got to go, and a deep 3. And then we saw Seward there with the nice take to end this 3rd quarter. Carroll leading by 5, which would be their most impressive win of the year by far.
Oh, absolutely, Tommy. I mean, you really got to like how the team ended that quarter. I mean, listen, Ryan had all the momentum in the world. I mean, they looked like they were about ready to go on a 15-0 spurt and just, almost all but end this ball game. But Carroll came back, fought hard, They took it at their two guys who were in foul trouble. And Tommy, I believe if I'm looking at the Ryan bench correctly, it looks like Lemon Warren is going to start this fourth quarter. He's going to hold Tomasco out, and it's almost like a situation where Coach Zaglinski chooses, almost who do I want to foul out first, Tommy, because they're going to take it to these guys, and contact's inevitable. Playing against guys like Anquan Hill and Caleb Carter inside. Carter has 4 himself, so interesting to see if he's going to come out to start the quarter. And I think Coach Bo should. I mean, listen, I like Carter's odds. At
the same time, as you were saying, we have these big names in foul trouble with Caleb Carter with those 4 fouls for the Patriots, and then Aaron Lemon Warren and Christian Tomasco both with 4. But these are guys that you trust, especially Aaron Lemon Warren's been in your system, been the leader of this team for years now. You can trust him to play with those 4 fouls, to play smart and play without fouling, as you can Christian Tomasco. But he will sit to start, obviously, the big man tasked with Anquan Hill. So he's more prone to foul than Lemon Warren might be. But Caleb Carter also going to start here with these 4 fouls. Definitely going to be interesting to see as Lemon Warren doing work underneath on Anquan Hill, but he rejects that shot. Anquan Hill has had an answer for Aaron Lemon Warren underneath today, holding these very skilled Lemon Warren to only 9 points so far through this one.
Tommy, Hill's played a heck of a game of basketball today. He should be really proud of himself.
Yes, 21 points, been elite defensively, as he always is. Hips left open for 3.
Got it!
Moses Hips, bang! Got to land a Mike Breen bang on that one. Moses Hips got 18.
Tommy, a really nice job moving the ball around there. Caleb Carter with a great, absolutely spectacular skip pass there to get the ball over to Hips, and Hips hits, and Jalen Sneed on the other end lays it too. Carter with his hands up the entire time, Tommy, clearly not wanting to pick up that 4th foul.
Yeah, so a very wise play by Sneed going at Carter, knowing that he has those 4 fouls. But this zone has really left Moses Hips open. Seward going up top for Anquan Hill. Couldn't finish the alley-oop, come down with that one, but lays it up and in nicely there. Don't want to force the alley-oop if you know you can have the easy 2 there. And Coach Zaglinski has seen enough. Christian Tomasco is about to check back in this one. Vasquez left open for 3. Long rebound, fought for and won by Caleb Carter. Carroll pushing the other way. Coleman on the wing. Carter, Seward, Hips left open. Just Long. That would have gotten the roof to blow off this place if that one went down.
No way, Tommy, you're kidding me.
And Caleb Carter's night is done. He looked like he was set there. He might have been falling backwards slightly, and that is what the foul is going to be, and that is absolutely massive. Caleb Carter is done. His final game on a Carroll floor is cut short early, as Jalen Sneed has really come alive here, playing a great second half. That looked like it could have gone either way. It looked like Carter was there, might have been moving slightly, and that is definitely what the call was, but we've seen worse not called. Caleb Carter is done.
Tommy, your heart drops for Caleb Carter. You're 6.5 minutes. He's going to have to be watching off from the bench as he sits next to close friend and senior captain Matt Evans, and Carter's just going to have to be a cheerleader for this one. But Coach Zaglinski taking the gamble with Tomasco and Lemon Warren both in the game as Sneed's free throws in and out.
Over 6 minutes to go in this one. Carroll leading by 6. But as we mentioned, Caleb Carter's night is done. That gives way to senior Nick Lamy, who'll have to pick up the slack here. Hips coming off the screen. Boyd tightly on him. Moses Hips has erupted here, especially in the second half. Anquan Hill gliding in, laying it in nicely. Hill's got 25.
I love that find from Seward, and I love that take from Hill, Tommy, as Coleman's going to pick up a hand check there. But look, Hill took it at Lemon Warren and Tomasco both there, hoping for a call. Obviously you're not going to get everything, but I like his. I like the strategy, Tommy. I really do.
For Carroll, you still have to work through Anquan Hill. I like working in the Hill and then maybe kicking it out for Hips 3.
Tommy, this is Seward, Hips, and Hill time. These 3 guys are going to own the final minutes of this game.
Underneath, Lemon Warren left all alone. Tyler Seward lost him in that assignment. He lays that up and in big bucket there for Lemon Warren. He's in the double figures now with 11.
Well, Tommy, a good job by the Patriots defense, knowing where he is at all time and really limiting his productivity for the
Seward now. Anquan Hill Pump fake from 3, won't take it though. He can make the 3. He is posting up. He wants it on Tomasco.
Tommy, you got to get it to him there.
Yes, let's see what Carroll does. Hopefully they reset it to him. Seward now into the lane, dumping it off. Try to go for Hill, who corrals it. Laying it up with the right hand up and in. He wanted the foul, no call, but Anquan Hill, regardless, having his way tonight. He's got 27, a season high, and I believe a career high. And a jump ball forced by Nick Lamy. That's going to be Carroll basketball. Again, we just said Caleb Carter out of the game. Nick Lamy stepping up in his position. Really solid defensive player for Carroll. Nick Lamy stepping up here with the crucial turnover, forcing that jump ball. It's Carroll possession. They lead by 8 here, and they're going to slow things down.
Tommy, that's not a play you're going to see on the stat sheet at the end of the game, but possibly one of the most important plays that we're going to see all game long. Just a fantastic challenge there from Nick Lamy to force the jump ball and get Carroll the possession here with 4.5 to play.
I agree with you there, Andrew. Definitely a play you're not going to see on the stat sheet, but it was so crucial as Hill spins, going up with the right hand, can't get the roll, get the zone miss, goes up, he's blocked by Tomasco.
Clean block there, Tommy. Tomasco playing the gamble there, and it worked out for him.
Very nice play by the senior. Tomasco risked it there, but it was a block that he needed to make as Sneed going in the other way. Tomasco gets it spinning, can't get it to go, falling away with the miss and gets it. Nice bucket there from Christian Tomasco as Coach Zaglinski's going to call a timeout. That's Tomasco's first bucket of the second half. He has 14, but we mentioned he sat mostly the entire third quarter and even into the fourth quarter. But we still have 4 minutes to go in this one, and this has been a fantastic battle so far as Carroll holding 6 here, 57-51. But Anquan Hill, he had 26 points in the game against Prep this year. I believe this is his career high of 27, but he's been a monster here in his final game on his home floor. What a performance from Anquan Hill, and he's going to have a chance to build on it here with over half the fourth quarter remaining.
Tommy, Anquan's really showed out today. They needed a big game out of him, and he's going to own these final 4 minutes. Tommy, you're going to get the ball into him on every possession, you'd have to think. He's being your best player all night long. He's going to get to 30 tonight. He's going to have probably nearly close to half of Carroll's points. But look, that's what you need out of your senior leaders. A guy that's going to go play Division I basketball at a place to be determined yet. He's got plenty of options from that regard.
Yes, Hill's got offers from St. Joe's, Mount St. Mary's,
Ryan, Drexel, many others.
Yes. I think a game like this is only going to help him get more offers as Seward's stuck with it here. Now Coleman, Carroll needs to get this across. They do to Lamy. Moses Hips left open in the corner. Can't do that. Got it. Moses Hips, his fourth 20-point game of the year. He has 21. He's been brilliant tonight. Anquan Hill and Moses Hips running the show for the Patriots. As Sneed can't finish, it's going to be a jump ball with Seward and Lemon Warren.
Tommy,
Coach Bo really advocating for an over-the-back call there, but nothing doing. We are down on the floor. Both players don't want to give up possession of the ball here. That's funny to see.
Tommy, unsure. I agree with Coach Bo's sentiments. Aaron Lemon Warren trying to go over the smaller Teller Seward. But we're going to have a possession arrow going to the Ryan Raiders here. Something that could go well for the Patriots, though. The next jump ball will go their way in the final 3:40 here. Could be influential in getting a possession.
Carroll leading by 9. They can maintain or extend this lead, that would be large. It's going to be Lemon Warren on the inbounds. Carroll has done a really good job with Lemon Warren today. And that's going to be an offensive foul drawn by Chase Coleman, the freshman. Vasquez cannot believe it. But we've seen these freshmen today, just so high IQ players already, making some big plays, not only on the offensive end, but we've seen Coleman and Hips make a number of plays on the defensive end as well. Brilliant play there by Chase Coleman, getting Carroll the ball back.
Tommy, another play that's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but they're going to call a walk there on Lamy. An interesting one there, but Carroll's going to give the ball right back.
And that was the right call there. Lamy did shuffle his feet.
Yeah.
But
right, Tommy, but that charge that Coleman takes doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but just a massive play. Unfortunately, Carroll not able to convert the possession, but
you see Vasquez now driving in on Coleman, laying it up, no good. Tyler Sue with a grown man's rebound right there, snatching it out of the air, and he'll set things up for the Patriots. Coleman getting it across, 3:30 remaining. Carroll shouldn't be in any rush here. Get a look that you want, get it into Anquan Hill if possible. If not, Moses Hips 3 is also another great option we've seen all night. Coleman driving in, kicking it to Hill. along the baseline. Hill leaving that well long and visibly frustrated with himself as Sneed goes the other way. Vasquez will try a three. Long. Lemon Warren trying to fight for the rebound, wins it to Sneed, but Laney's takes it away. Hill up to Moses Hips. Moses Hips glides in and lays in for two. Moses Hips and Anquan Hill have combined for 50 here tonight. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable is the correct terminology there, Tommy, and it's a great job by Hips exploiting the matchup with Tomasco down there, knowing Tomasco's not going to really challenge anything crazy, as Carroll's going to look to slow the pace down here.
We see Ryan is very frustrated right now, Andrew. You see Sneed there off the miss, complaining to the official.
Right.
This is right where Carroll wants Ryan right now.
Absolutely, Tommy, and Vasquez, a guy who's been running hot the entire night. And Tomasco's gone, Tommy! Tomasco's gone!
You can say goodbye to Christian Tomasco.
Tommy, Anquan Hill has won that matchup, and he has just exploited everything inside tonight. The best game I've watched Anquan Hill play in his career.
I would have to agree with you there. As Coach Bowe and Coach Eichinger calling over Carroll to his bench. Not quite sure what the ruling now. The officials are going to gather here. But it looks like time might be running out for Ryan, and just as much their PCL hopes as well look like they're running out here.
Tommy, the Patriots wanted to play spoiler today. The Patriots have done a pretty good job of playing spoiler through the first 30 minutes of this ballgame. Tommy, and another thing that we've seen, Ryan really getting back on defense basketball possession has been difficult. I mean, they're not a very deep team. They play a pretty short rotation. Only 6 or 7 players usually as Hill knocks down the first, and you can see they are taxing up and down the floor.
Hill knocks down both. Anquan Hill and Moses Hips are now beating Ryan by themselves. They've got 52 combined. Hill with 29. Hips with 23. It's going to be stolen away. Seward takes it from Lemon Warren. He goes the other way, and he loses it and steps out of bounds. You see Coach Bowe telling Tyler Seward, relax, calm down.
Nick Lamy at the other end of the floor didn't know what just happened there, Tommy, but Sneed steps on the end line, and it looks like Seward's going to get ready to inbound.
It'll be Hips on the inbound. We might see Hips inbounding and then getting it right back off of a down screen potentially. No one there for Moses Hips. He gets it into Coleman, who steps out. Good defense there from Paris, forcing the tough catch from Coleman, but no one really got open there for Moses Hips.
No, right. Hips didn't have a lot of options. He got it to the nearest guy, who was Coleman.
Kind of a safety valve there, but...
Right, exactly. But good defense by Michael Paris there, forcing the contest and kind of using the sideline as an extra defender. I think they call Hips for a foul, I believe. It kind of...
Looks like it might be on Lamy, actually.
Pardon, that's going to be a Lamy.
Yeah. Nick Lamy's kind of confused. We've seen some interesting calls here. Obviously, Ryan's going to have some things to say about the calls tonight. That we've seen their best players in foul trouble all game long. Tomasco out of the game.
Tommy, one might say rightfully so, though. I mean, from our perspective, this game has been pretty evenly officiated. Paris knocks down the first half, hit his 1-and-1. Tyler Seward there, I believe, just jammed his finger on the other end. If you saw him working that out, he looks to be fine.
Paris now has all 4 of his points this evening from the line as Ryan will extend in this full court pressure. They're going to need to force some Carroll turnovers. It's across to Coleman, back to Hips, who's doubled. He needs help.
I mean, they need to get this cross. Timeout by Coach Bowe, and
he is frustrated with his players. It looks like he's directing his frustration more towards Lamy and Hill, the seniors, for kind of leaving the underclassmen in backcourt there with nothing doing.
Agreed, Tommy. It looked like Carroll was ready. They got Moses Hips the ball in the middle, but once Hips got the ball in the middle there, back from Coleman, the two, Lamy and Hill on the backside there, kind of just left them. You got to hang out towards that midcourt until the ball is across or getting across. Hips it was kind of stationary back there.
As you could see those Ryan defenders converge on Hips, needed an outlet pass. There were guys open. They were open, but they really were too far down the court for Hips to get the ball to. But we'll see what Coach Bowe draws up here for the Patriots to get this across half court. Still a good amount of time left of this one, just under 2 minutes remaining. So if Ryan could get some steals and some buckets, they're definitely not out of it yet. We're just going to need to be Carroll's discipline here in this one if they want a chance to pull off the upset here.
Tommy, I mean, this is 2 huge minutes of basketball here. I mean, not only is it the final 2 minutes that these Carroll seniors are going to play here in the East Gym, but I mean, 2 minutes that are going to go, from a Ryan perspective, could go and just basically decide the fate of their season. A loss today, I believe, will eliminate them from championship contention. The game going to be played a week from today, or next Saturday, on the 13th.
I'm not quite sure if it mathematically eliminates them, but they're all but done, especially having to go play. That'll be their 3rd loss, having to play Wood still on their schedule. They cannot afford to lose this game to Carroll.
Tommy, a great press break there from the Carroll Patriots as Tyler Seward tries to handle up top.
You're going to want to get this to Hips, and it's going to be Seward who's fouled, I believe. But Moses Hips, your best free throw shooter. Tyler Seward shoots at a pretty solid 66%. A lot of Carroll players hovering around that mid-60, mid-70 range there.
Right, Seward's a guy that especially being a senior, I trust him with the ball in his hands at the line here. As Luke Boyd picks up his 4th, I don't think it's going to matter as much coming down the stretch. Seward unable to convert, but that's team foul number 11 on Ryan. So they're in the double bonus here. So it's 2 automatically every time Carroll goes to the line.
Seward gets the back end of those 2 free throws. Carroll leading by 12. Ryan needs to go and in a hurry here. Vasquez now. Driving in. He lays in for 2 there. It's going to be an immediate press as Vasquez lays in 2. Coleman gets it across nicely to Lamey. Moses Hips with it now. Now to Hill, and they're foul Anquan Hill, and he'll have a chance for a 30-point game here if he can make one of these 2 free throws.
Vasquez picks up his 4th, team foul number 12 there on Ryan.
So the foul's really piling up here.
Right, Tommy, and another problem when you play that strong rotation, or pardon the small rotation, numbers-wise, is look, those fouls, when you get into that 12-team foul range, those fouls are going to pile up for your starters, and those are going to be guys, it's a little late now, but, having, 9 combined in your 2 top scorers is tough for a coach to deal with.
And there is Anquan Hill with 31 points tonight. What a way to close out your final game here on this home floor as Seward tries to draw the offensive foul. And maybe a little bit of a sell job there from Seward. It's going to be Paris for 3. No good. Tyler Seward clears that one. Carroll leading by 12. Up to Chase Coleman. Anquan Hill will settle it down here. And Ryan is going to foul, but it looks like they're about to concede this one as the Patriots, a really strong effort here, pulling off the upset, playing spoiler against this contender in Archbishop Ryan.
Tommy, I can't think of a better way for this senior class to go out. I mean,
Hill misses that one. But it's been Anquan Hill and Moses Hips who have shouldered the load tonight for the Patriots. You have Hips who has 23, Anquan Hill with 32. And Ryan is going to need to go here. It's Vasquez, a minute remaining. Getting into the lane, laying up. That'll rattle around and get to go for Don Vasquez. He's got 9 now. It's going to be up ahead to Moses Hips, who's immediately fouled. Looks like that was going to be on Sneed.
I mean, that's 14 on Ryan this half. That is a significant number of fouls. But it looks like, a lot of times, at this point in the game, you're going to have a coach, up near the scorer's table coaching these guys on. But it looks like Coach Zablinski's retreated a little bit and just, honestly doesn't know what to do.
As I think he knows this game, 50 seconds left, but this game is done. Barring some miracle. Hips now with 25. He's 2 away from tying his season high and career high of 27. Vasquez now into the lane, going up. That one was partially blocked by Seward, but they also get him on the arm. That'll be Tyler Seward's 4th. And Vasquez will go to the line now. Vasquez has gotten to the rim for these 2s, but it really has been too little too late. And Ryan will need some multiple turnovers, some missed free throws from Carroll, and some major buckets if they have any chance of even making this a game. But they are down 13. Vasquez will go to the line. Long on the first. That is something you just can't afford.
No, Tommy,
if you have any chance of coming back, but
right, Tommy, if Ryan wants to win this game, I mean, they need every point, and they need it now. Vasquez able to convert second.
So he's in the double figures now with 10. That's a sloppy pass there from Seward, leaves the Boyd open three, no good. It's going to be Sneed now. He gets it to Paris, who will have a go from deep. That one will rattle around, no good. Anquan Hill grabs that one, and Ryan's going to call that one a game. What a night here, or an afternoon, I should say, for the Patriots. Coming into this one, 9th place in the PCL on a 3-game losing streak. Ryan comes here, and Carroll shocks them, ending their chances at a chance for a PCL title. What a game we've had here. Carroll wins this one 70-58. Anquan Hill with 32. Moses hits with 25. And Andrew, we're going to be down with the seniors in just a moment to get their thoughts.
Right, make sure you hang around. We're going to have the entire senior class here on the basketball team. So hang around for that, and we'll give you stats on the floor as we'll close this game out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the entire senior class. We just want to ask all of you guys as a whole, what does it mean for this to be our final game, and how does it feel to go out? We'll just go one by one.
It's real nice. I don't think it's our final game, but yeah, we got 2 more games.
At home. It's your final game at home, and you're senior.
Oh, it means a lot.
Anquan, 32 points for you tonight. What does it mean?
Honestly, I don't really care about it. I'm just happy that we won because I like winning. That's it.
Tyler, you've been a heck of a defensive presence for the team all year. A transfer coming in. What does it mean to be a part of the senior class with these guys?
It feels good. Love all my teammates, especially the seniors. Definitely gonna miss it.
Caleb, an unfortunate way to go out. What has the past 4 years meant for you guys here?
It's meant the world to me. Meeting my brothers, staying a family, winning and losing, everything's come with the bat. It's been a blessing to play with y'all.
Matt, what's it meant for you to be a part of this team for the past 4 years and to go out like this?
I'm just really grateful to be able to play for Carroll for 4 years. I made great relationships with all my brothers out here. I'm going to be friends with them after the court.
Robbie played some really good minutes the past couple of games. What's it been like for you to get these minutes, and how's it felt?
It just felt good. We came out, won our last game at home, so I'm just happy to represent Carroll.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, and roll Pats, everyone.
Thanks, Randy.
Yeah, what a game tonight for the Patriots to close this one out. Their final game here, Andrew, on the home floor. What does that mean for the Patriots? You just talked to them.
I mean, Tommy, you can tell these guys are elated. I mean, they may not show it, but I mean, this is their final game that they're going to get to suit up, in these white home uniform in the East Gym here at Archbishop Carroll. Getting to know these guys over the past my 3.5 years here at Carroll has been a blessing. And I mean, for these guys to win their final game here, I mean, you know how special it is for them. And I mean, the testament to how good these guys played, especially Anquan. I mean, 32 points today for them. I mean, what a way to go out.
That's the story this afternoon was definitely Anquan Hill with those 32. Moses Hibbs adding in 25. The freshman with another fantastic performance. Well, for everyone here, the Carroll live stream team, our executive producer Devin Gallagher, Andy Lynch, and Billy Engert on camera. Andrew, thank you again for a wonderful season here. I'm Tommy Anderson. Have a great afternoon. Have a great Sunday, everyone, and roll Pats.